Manic Panics is in. And we're live. Hello, welcome in. Back again for a potentially dangerous Tier 2 race here. Third race of the season around Baku, which is, well, it depends which way you look at it, either exciting or terrifying. For many drivers, if you were around for Tier 3 yesterday, you'll know the threats that this track can pose. But a couple of new faces I'll just quickly run you through. If you go from top to bottom on the leaderboard down the left, we've got Paul reserving the Williams today. First race in HR, first time in the league. Who else have we got? Golfstar, brand new driver as well. He was actually in the Twitch chat last week in Tier 1, so he hopped in from that and on track he goes. John as well, running down quickly. He's got a quali ban, that's why he's retired. Chesney 95 also with the quali ban, so he'll be going out as well at some point. Manic Panics and last Nigerian, aka Dom, popping up from Tier 3 to go into the main session. I've just seen there's been an Aston Martin is out. Where is he? Is he died at turn 1?
Wait, it's at that HR guy.
Yeah. AJ Wow. Has he just crashed coming out of the pits?
Maybe he wasn't looking, because I think put you straight in the wall if you're not looking.
No. Well, good bring them AJ Wow. Another new driver, and he's already missing a tyre. Leon Blisk, I think he was in the pre-season race. We've seen him before, back on track again. And then that's it in terms of new drivers. So lots of the usuals, only a couple of new faces. Consider in the chat said who's Poles and well, potentially he's coming onto the grid soon. New driver, so someone to watch out for. We'll see how he gets on. Same with someone like Goldstar, both boasting a bit of pace about them. So we'll see what they can do. Quickly flick. Who's going to be the first of the line then?
I think Marinov is first. Although he'd be quite far down the lap now, I think. It's the two Ferraris along.
There's an Alfa. Oh yeah, I was going to say there's an Alfa Romeo. I didn't know that was on the lap. So it's not Kurbods. That means Marinov first on his time. All catches a lot of curve going into the final sector though. So see what you can put on the board to start things off. Also worth noting, new seats going around. We had 2 departures from last well. We had a departure from the league and a demotion to Tier 3. Manic Panics unfortunately lost his Aston Martin seat as he went down to Tier 3. Race yesterday, but he's back in today as a reserve. In his place, the 2 new faces then on the grid. We've got a new Aston Martin Alfa Romeo driver in the form of T George T, and then AJ Well, who's already died. But yeah, he's new. He conquered Manic Panics' seat, and that's why he's in the car instead of him. First bunch of lap times coming in there. We've got Kurbold pole at the moment on a 41 flat, which is a good time to chuck it in.
I've just seen Troy got blocked on his lap by Turbos now.
Oh.
That's recorded. I think that would immediately be a quali ban.
Oh no. Adds more into the whole league politics within McLaren. Zach Brown is he's human. So the pole yesterday in Tier 3 is a 42 flat, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think this will get about a 41.6 is my guess. Maybe they could go slightly quicker.
Kurbods, I don't know if that was a lap, but is that T George?
No, he's already set one, I think. So
yeah, T George was just testing out the barriers at Castle. No one on a lap around this part of the track though, so we'll flick elsewhere. Manic Panics is on that though, by the looks of things. He's just came through Castle, so he's behind what we were just seeing.
T George is out.
We're going to see that as we come up to it with Manic Panics, but yeah, he's gone into the wall on that tricky left-hander. He can just bump up and over the curb. Yeah, and he's just gone into the wall. Oh yeah, Manic Panics catches some curb as well. Cheated Uzi saying he had a very impressive first sector, and then he nearly died at Castle, so this is the one thing I would say about Baku. It's one of these tracks that it's very hard to get the whole lap right. I think it's already been stated a couple of times by the drivers that you can individually nail sectors, but to get the whole lap right, you just got to be locked in to get that across. come out the panic, so sector time goes P10.
Go up to the line next as well. He goes P9, so
just
maybe
behind
up and down by place.
Who else have we got? Who's that coming to
So
that?
Snell's on the lap at the moment. Just gone through castle section.
Yeah, John flicked him. A last minute addition into the race. Racing in terms of his check-in was a bit yes and no for several times. So he is racing today. So we'll see what he can do. I think he's only had the game installed again for about 10 minutes. So
Well, the front row lockout last week. So.
Yeah. Just a shame that Sean had so much internet issues last week, because I think it could have been a very, very good result for McLaren. So across 3 divisions, I think they need some points if they want to do okay in terms of the overall constructors. But Sean, is he doing this lap? He is taking a very weird line.
I saw quite a lot of that in tier 3, people taking that sort of strange line up.
I'd prefer to take the right hand side if you're going to commit to one wall, but yeah.
JK's just had a slide out of castle section as they cut through. A couple of slides as well, so I can't imagine this to be a great time for him. But
Marinov's in the chat asking Jono qualiband. Yeah, Jono, so he's got 2 qualibands again, but he's had 2 qualibands already. One last race, he's got 1 again. So that's why he is already retired. In terms of actual retirements, we've got T. George and AJ Wild that have found barriers. So 3 people not set times because of those issues. Chesney at the bottom won't be setting the time as well because of his quali ban as well.
JK is going to be up next to the line, then just finishing his lap now, and only goes P11.
Time on the board though. Cancella's in the chat said, since when did you have 39.4? Oh, house. It's not going to reflect into the race, so that's fine. So no more laps coming in just yet from Turbos now. So we'll flick round. Leon Blisk is up as well, so we'll stay on board with him just as he comes across the Sector 2 line to see how much he's up. He was up after Sector 1, so we'll continue this round to see if we can improve anymore. Based on what we saw in Tier 3, how many survivors do you think we have in this? What's your prediction? 20 racing?
I'm going to go with 13.
That's reasonable.
It's more than what I might expect for Tier 3. So. I did only predict 7 to survive in Tier 3.
Leon Blisk is up as well. He's at 4/10, so he's out of battery though, so I don't know if that's going to negatively affect his time across. Well, where does he put it? Puts a 9th, loses a bit coming into Sector 3. Drops, well, he goes up to 9th. So more still on the table. It's a 2/10 gap then, just between 8th and 9th.
Got Banana on the lap as well, and I've not seen any real mistakes in this whatsoever. It seems a very clean lap. He's just gone out of castle section.
Yeah,
he's just been Bananas and
yet to set time, so the only driver, along with Cheetah Doozy, not setting a time that we will be expecting one. Oh, catches a bit of curb though. Go around the tricky left-hander. I wonder how much.
Been losing that much time though.
16.4. I mean, it's gone purple. I don't know if that's an in-game glitch or whether that is legit. We'll follow him to the line. Pole last week, obviously, so we knew he's got the pay. Oh, I thought he was going to hit that wall there. Very close to the line. Pole last week. Can he make it 2 poles in a row? Can at least go provisional pole? It's interesting to look at the top speeds and trying to guess what wings people are running. Yeah, he does.
Oh, just about.
Narrowly, yeah.
Because you caught that one curve as well, there's probably another at least attempt just from that alone.
Yeah. Oh,
maybe slightly less.
I just cut to Kurbold. He was a 10th up, but then coming around turn 5, he caught way too much curve. So that would have lost him heaps of time, unless he did the same on the previous lap. Full commitment through Castle. Nice and a bit wide at the apex there. Second through there. Doesn't look too bad. A little rugged maybe. He's only, look at the fractional difference he's got to Banana though. So it's, at the moment, it's between these 2 guys up top. 10th then back, over a 10th back to Kookaburra in 3rd. And Kurbold, just as I say that. And Kurbold then he puts in the wall. So Kurbold, provisional pole. Yeah, he went deep, I imagine, straight into the pits now, isn't it? Yeah, low on fuel. Golf Star is, he improved his time as well. He went 5 tenths faster. Pool in 5th, he's on his second run. He's got a Mercedes right in front of him though, so hopefully no impeding here. Oh, it's going to get close. He might get a lovely tow here though, coming into the 3rd sector. Oh, he moves aside, but he's 4/10 up. So this is going to put him right in the mix if he can keep this together. He's going to at least leapfrog him above Golf Star and put him in that top 4. Top speed, a lot of drivers seem to be peaking around 210. This is going a bit high, so Pool's running a bit more straight line speed, and he stays 4th. Big moment coming out of that final proper corner has cost him crucial time to the line. That's just furthest along the time.
I mean, you would expect most people go for a high downforce setup. I guess some people don't like changing between sessions, but obviously you run parts on the
yeah, so you've got that option if you want to. Yeah. Marinov is 8/10 down on his time, so no improvements coming from him. Kookaburra obviously coming back to the pits after his impressive time that's put him into the 40s. I don't know how much lower this pole time's going to drop. A 0.6? Maybe a bit. Maybe that's a bit too ambitious.
Yeah, that was my original prediction of the 0.6, but yeah. I mean, now I guess though,
based on time trials
now, people are going to be showing a lot more commitment on their final lap.
Yeah. Someone like Kookaburra, yeah.
Line next as well. So it'd be interesting to see what he does. He's only attempts up at the sector 3 line. Obviously, it's just a straight sector 3, really. Yeah, he lost most of the time.
He's still got plenty of battery, so he obviously activated at a decent point. Marinov complaining in the chat saying he can't hook that proper lap up, so more to come from Marinov currently as well.
Turtle's nailed left again.
The pain continues. Worth saying as well for oh man, it panics in banner debates just coming into sector as well. Yeah, worth saying for the usual viewers that we do have a new lobby host for this week in the form of Banana, a driver this time. So fingers crossed, having a driver as the host will sort any issues that we've had before. And then we do actually get racing straight away. If that's the case, where we do have a safety car off the line again, well, at that point, I have no answers.
Yeah, because we saw it in tier 3. That Cyril just jumped up a position there in the 10th as well.
Half a second.
Yeah, I was going to say, we saw it into tier 3, didn't we? But again, that's still another spectator hosting the lobby. So.
Yeah, obviously never had that issue in tier 1 because the host is always the driver, so whether that's an accurate... Oh, Troy just cuts that whole corner, saves some time, but yeah, whether that's an actual representation of a glitch within the game is yet to be seen. Because obviously it's hard to tell when, it's working every single time in tier 1, whether that's the whole reason or whether there's more to it. I mean, we'll have to see. All I say is roll on F123 and just pray for the best. F124.
Very bad you to assure it won't be an issue on that game.
Oh yeah, but it's that whole thing, isn't it, of new game mechanics and stuff. It thinks how much will they touch of lobbies and things like that. You'd hope that there's some kind of difference. Yeah, chip 24, not 23, 24. Edge while it's like that. He's a crossbow, isn't he? So I'll drop him a quick invite before we go any further. AJ Wild.
Well, I just cut to Curable and he's touched the inside wall on his out lap coming up towards the line, but realistically, it's such a long run up to the line, you're just going to find the speed back.
Yeah. Oh, Cyril's run out of fuel as well on his way to the pits. How much time have we got left? 2 minutes.
Done. Yeah.
For Cyril Best, we've got Merckx lined up 10th and 11th. Nefertal is on his outlap. And look how close the two Merckx are. 6 milliseconds separating the two guys. And Dom's out. Where's Dom putting the wall? Is he in the pits? He's dead at turn 1, isn't he? No, he's... Yeah. I don't know if that's coming out of the pits.
I wonder if that's coming out the... Yeah, I wonder if that was coming out of the pits.
AJ's back in, Dom. So this last send... And Kurbo's half a second up on his time.
I was about to say.
Okay. 0.6 is looking on the cuff then. How much curve do you take here? Oh, doesn't catch that perfectly. Yeah, he kind of ramps over that around the middle of the car. Not ideal. Full send in through Castle. Catches that apex, lovely. Bit of curve on the outside, keeps it tidy on the outside, beautiful, yeah. That was that well.
See how much time he's left from just catching that one curve lane.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's quite a handy sector, really.
Actual castle was very clean, yeah. Oh,
Although
catches
we've
too
got
much
another
curve
curve
there, yeah. I think he's still going to be out, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near 4/10. It's still 4/10.
4/10.
It just shows how much more there's in this lap. If he doesn't catch these curves, he'll give you 6/10 up. To the line.
Clean last corner as well. So
Yeah.
you'd imagine he's surely going to take provisional pole here.
Does he get into the 0.5s, 0.6? But he's yet to really fully show what he can do. Obviously, he had a very impressive Abu Dhabi race end of last season, so we know what the pace he does. And yeah, 0.5, 40.5 from Kurbo, provisional pole. It's going to take some beating as well from Bananas on his time. He's one of the people you'd expect. Oh, he's dead at the final turn. I wonder if that's just too much commitment through with a bit of damage. Bananas down on his time. I wonder if he's going to get held up by the hazard in front. Who's this? Is this K1 ahead of him? No, it's Manic Panic's on a time. So these guys are going to ruin each other's laps. Manic Panic's in a wall and he's going to block him. The one person that potentially could... Yeah, and he's gone down the escape road, but it's too late because surely that's had a negative impact on his that Neptune. Doesn't say he went at the wall, he said he was just stupid though. Do you know what? I rate the honesty. Kookaburra does improve. Oh, this is just him starting this time, isn't it? He said he was 2/10 up, but that was from his last time.
Yeah, I was wondering why it's 6/10
I was like, he's still on the 0.9. So yeah, Bananas done then. So yeah, P4 at best. Yeah. Kookaburra is up again then. Looks very clean. Through sector 1. No, a little bit of curve there. Kept it out of the wall for now. First sector line, where does he go? He's 10.5 up. Oh, catches the wall though. And he's run wide, so I don't see this time being positive now, I can't lie. Unless he's done that on his previous run, but he needs to catch a lot of curve here. And he's taking too much. It's invalidated.
Oh yeah, pole just took a whole bunch of curve as well. I think this could be it then. I think Kurabold will be on pole.
Yeah, pole's 2/10 down.
So up, so yeah.
Only person left really from that you'd expect to maybe put time on is Troy. Troy's 2/10 up, but he's, time wise, he's a bit further down in comparison to trying to get pole.
Troy's only really expecting a 41 flat, I think at best. Maybe pushing into the 40s, so I think Kurabold's got pole then.
Bananas in the chat saying that your traffic, to be fair, yeah, Manic Panics was on the time. He did hit the wall on 2 occasions while you were behind him, but yeah, he was on the time, and I guess he just bailed out just before cast, so it did screw you though. I can see that. Troy puts it 6th then, finding nearly 4/10 on his time. I think that's it. UMGK's not on the time, is he? No, he's in the pits.
No, not on one, so yeah, that's our results.
And I'm coming to the line, yeah, lovely. So Kurbo gets, is that his first pole as well? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember him sticking pole before.
Or did he go pole in Abu Dhabi? So let me quickly, before I fail to call this Garten a success, I'll double check.
Oh, he has had a pole before. I've checked the vault.
Must be Abu Dhabi.
I'll scroll back and have a look in the results.
I think it was because he dominated, but he might not screen Banana P4. And we go to the full order.
Second pole in Abu Dhabi, so it's second pole here.
Yeah, fair play. So there it is, yeah. Kurabo P1 by 4/10. Sticks it in pole position. Kookaburra at 4/10 away though, puts it P2, continues his impressive start to the season. UMGK puts it P3. A bit of a shock to be that high up, so it's nice to see someone different breaking free of the mould. Banana, following up from his good result last week, puts it P4. New driver Pole puts it P5. Troy P6. New driver Golf Star puts it P7, reserving in the AlphaTauri. K1 8th, Cheetah Uzi 9th, Marinov top 10. Outside of that, you've got Leon Blisk reserving once again, P11. Cyril 12th with his teammate alongside him, Nefertar. Sean Cox, Turbo Snell Jr. down in 14th. Manic Panics 15th, and Last Nigerian 16th. Dom very far off the pace. Yeah, he was 11 seconds off pole.
Call him out like that.
Sorry, Tom, but it had to be done. I didn't realise. I guess the man only did one lap and then he found a wall and he just never was able to put a competitive time in, which is a shame, to be fair. So
maybe we'll wait and make sure we can complete a time before we call anything up too loud.
Right, everyone's picking their setups now. It's going to be interesting to see what people have done in terms of their allocation, whether they've gone balanced or softer, because I know there's been a debate. All depends on how many safety cars and things we have. So something to bear in mind as well in terms of what people are starting on. I'm
It's known as the
expecting.
most chaotic track, really, but the more I drove it, the more I've not struggled so much with driving standards here as I did before, but the more I've
Yeah,
just struggled actually getting around the thing.
it's just an individual skill issue. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel if anything, I'm more likely to take only myself out, but wait until I cause about a 10-car pile up later now.
Well, the first thing we're hoping for is obviously just to see all the cars off the line with no safety car. That's the goal every week in Tier 2. I can't lie. Part of my body just wants to shout it, but there we go. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Do we get going? We do straight
We
away.
do.
Lovely. We've got yellow flag though.
Although
Is it safety
but
car?
yeah,
It's
so
not-
at least got
Oh,
going.
beautiful, yeah.
No.
So Kerrbold, leads into turn 1. All status quo.
there's
Oh, we've got a
chaos
spin up the
behind,
back.
someone's
K1's
already
red.
out.
Oh, we've
There's
got Merc in the
couple.
wall as well. We've
There's
got
3 of them in wall.
Dom's out. I think he's
And now
been...
we've got the safety car.
Yeah. See, who doesn't... Oh, and Chesney's got a 5-second penalty with the collision with Jono at the back. See, part of front wing still flying around. Awful start for the 2 Has guys. Man, it panics
Oh,
us down in
Chesney's
the
lost some of his wing anyway, so he's going to have to pit, so he'll serve that.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of drivers in the pits at the end of the side because Turbo Snell's missing his wing. Jono's missing all of his wing as well. How much is Chesney just missing an end plate? You cut
Yeah,
around to see.
yeah.
Yeah, so Jono's missing all of it. Same with Turbo Snell. Oh, Lucas Stafford calling Dom out in the chat saying last Nigerian will never finish a race. Chimpa's asked if he can be invited for FI duties. I'm afraid me and Reese have made the executive decision as well to not invite anyone to avoid any potential lobby breaks. So I think,
Yeah, we're not going for another lobby restart. I hate to break it to you.
yeah, Chimp, get out. But yeah, for now, yeah, we'll remain the 22 that started the lobby, and then anywhere from there, it's going to stay as it is.
So Cyril's going to have to pit because he's missing an end plate.
Yeah,
Turbo Snell's missing the entire thing. K1, despite his spin,
I think he just got spun. To be fair, I think he did hit the wall. I think he got spun
Yeah.
into the wall by Turbo Snell, so I imagine he's got some
he's got
kind
the
of
full wing, I think. And same with Manic Panics. But whether or not they've maybe hit it with their rear wing instead and leaving them in more pain, I mean.
Yeah.
But
Leon Blisk just said in the chat that he gained 5 positions off the lights, but then he got bumped and he got put exactly where he started. So painful start for him. Well, we've got to say to go. We'll quickly flip the ties. Everyone choosing the medium or the hards. The one thing that's going to be painful for someone like Sean down in 16th though is he started on the hards. So unless he wants to come around to the pits twice, chuck the mediums and then go back into the hards, he's going to have to go away from his initial strategy, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But I don't know, what would you do? Would you just chuck the mediums on, or would you come around and chuck the hards back on?
I think you just chuck the mediums on here. If we were talking a less chaotic track, I think maybe you would consider going back to the hard and
Yeah.
posting at that point. But I feel like this isn't going to be the first safety car in the thing.
Yeah. Right, Considering the chat's asking for clarification about the pit lane rules, so we let the tier 2 drivers know before we come in. So the racing line when you come into the pits makes you want to cut the line. So on the entry, you're allowed to cut the entry as long as it's following the racing line given to you. If it's still one of these, crazy late cuts or dummies, it will still get penalised. But it's more the exit that's going to get looked at for this weekend, because the exit's a straightforward line. If you cut that's a slam dunk. This one, it's got more question marks involved. So Dom saying, will we be able to see who crashed into him? Honestly, I'm not sure.
No, it was sitting back.
It might have been the McLaren of Turbo Snell. It might have been K1. If you've got POV, chuck it in a ticket maybe, and we can look into it. But it's one of those things off the starts, isn't it? Oh, Sean's got a problem again with his HDD. Lads, just at this point, you need a PS5. I can't lie. People that cling onto their PS4 for dear life, no, give up. It should be safety car in this lap. These 3 at the back should catch up. We should have. Right, it's the AI of Turbo Snell at the back. Cyril and Chesney. It's going to be a late call, to be fair, if we do. We're all back together, but
I'm thinking it might still do it, but maybe it's too late.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It'd be a very. Oh, is it? I mean, no. Kurov was just going slow, but I don't understand why we. Yeah, I don't understand why we wouldn't get going. But one more lap, round we go. Lads, I just hate to break it to you, but you've got an ad in 56 seconds, so enjoy that.
You're only missing safety car. You'd be nice if it didn't.
Let's see. Are we missing anything in the chat while that? Okay, then. Oh, it sounds like Manic Panics ended up killing Dom. We've had a tier 3 collision in tier 2.
So John is back into the pits already.
So I wonder if he's putting the hards back on.
Well, he's gone to mediums.
So what? So I thought he started on the. What? So he's put a brand new set of mediums on, or did he start on the mediums, go hards, and then put mediums
Oh, so he went medium to the hards, and then he's gone
back to the mediums?
hards back to the mediums.
Okay. At that point, I think I would have just stuck to the hards.
Yeah. I guess so. You always have the question of with the hards here, is there any point in really running them if you're expecting more of this?
Yeah.
So there's never, if it never reaches that crossover point, but yeah.
Sean Cox calling me out in the chat saying that I'm not on a PS4. I've been on the PS5 since release. How dare you? How dare you accuse me of such things?
I thought in the chat earlier he was saying he was
PS4. I'd actually love to do a poll to see how many people have got or are still running on old gen. Because it's surely not that. I know in terms of tier 1, I think Tig is on a PS4. Commentator Wildstorm was on a PS4, but he's now switched up to a PS5. But yeah, anyway, safety car should be in this lap. Curve getting away for second restart. Not off the lights though, so it's a change one, so we've actually been able to have a race start. Only 3.
Yeah, might not have lasted long, but you know what? They at least started. We can't be moaned at for the safety car off the line this time.
Yeah. Everyone calm down. Yeah. 3 hards runners still left in the field then. Chesney at the back choosing to go onto the hards, and then you've got Golf Star and Nepeta who started on the hards and have stuck with it. Obviously no need to pit with no damage, so they've stuck to their strategy as you would. You've just got a couple of 15th back. You've got those 4 drivers at the back that have made their change to tyres. Go very slow. I wonder if he's going to be this slow all the way to the line, otherwise I'll have to get a book out and start reading before he gets to the line.
But the safety car's now fully in, so he can send it any moment he wants to, but yeah.
To be fair, yeah, I mean, considering the straight, it makes sense to take it as far as you can go, but...
Well, I guess with the line being so late, if you start sending it now, even if someone's jumping you, the game's going to give them a legal oversight.
3 goes, yeah. Looks to have got the jump over Umjik. I've just realised it's a Williams 2-3 behind Kurwold. Makes sense for them to do a little team switch. Ooh, mind out, lads. Umjik, Umjik's around. Contact with Troy. The one race Umjik was up there. I'll flick to the back, flick round and see what's happening. From John's PV from the back. Oh, okay.
Everyone else seems to have got through safely.
MGK is then trying to drain his battery to make up lost time as he makes a move on Manic Panic's down inside. Through he goes. Oh, we've had a pileup. Oh, he's out. He's out.
Oh, the Alfa Romeo's round as well.
Oh, he's just been a victim. He's been caught out because 2 cars hit the inside wall.
Jono's off as well.
He is, yeah. That's so annoying because he got spun and then someone just caught the inside wall and flicked him round. Nothing to do with him. So one of the... Is it AJ? Wow, someone went into the wall. Nepeta went into the wall, yet Nepeta's missing his whole front wing. And yeah, and AJ was missing his end plate. So we've had... Those 2 went into the inside wall. Oh, lucky to be alive.
Just gone at the back of someone in the safety car as well.
Where is Leon? Oh yeah, we've got a couple of position changes back there.
Marinov's gone off from the safety car. He's took to the escape road and I think lost his wing doing it under the safety car. Oh, it's only DSC. So yeah, he's going to have to drive the rest of the circuit without... Oh no, the screen's saying VSC, but it's got the dot for a safety car went to put them out. So... Yeah,
oh yeah, it's full safety car, yeah.
So yeah, Marinov's going to have to now come in. I don't know how he's managed it. He got pushed from behind, but...
He's back. But yeah, Paul making the move on the restart then over his teammate, and then Troy making contact with Umjika that sent him back into the position that ended up causing him to retire. So that's going to be an interesting one to look back at. I imagine that's going to make a ticket. Umjk, he did make a ticket last week, so there is a chance that gets chucked towards the Stewarts again. So that was painful one to watch. I can't lie, because he was just a victim. I can't remember which one it was.
Doing well.
Yeah.
You cursed them. You specifically said both Williams up there.
Yeah, it looked like they were just doing a little. Oh, Marinov nearly died then. Made contact with the wall. I think he was quite lucky he had no front wing there, but yeah, lots of people. I'm assuming these people are going onto the. I was saying going onto the hards. They only got. What's AJ Wild doing? AJ Wild's changing his wing, so got a couple of people going onto the hards. Most deciding. Oh, AJ Wild goes deep then.
Yeah, so what we got K1, Marinov and Cyril who have gone to the hard.
Turbos now, so he's got. At the moment, Sean Cox is the only one with a penalty. From. I'm assuming that was. There's a 5 second for what? Ignoring yellow flags, wasn't it? I think that was what it was. I thought it was a 3 second for corner cuts, but I imagine you got a 5 second for. Oh, we've got McLaren doing.
Has gone off. Oh, I think he's tried to let someone through, and it's caused a bit of chaos behind.
Oh.
I guess the problem is there's nowhere really you can go off track here. So I assume he had cheated Doozy,
yeah,
which would have been an illegal overtake. So
I've got AJ Well in my DMs as well, owning up to the owning up to a mistake there maybe, but I mean, still plenty of race to go in terms of your own race. A shame that people have very retired, but in league racing sometimes you just have to be selfish and look at yourself and go, cool, on to them. Doesn't matter.
it's not going to be in this lap then.
It's always weird when this virtual safety car comes out first and then they change it. So there was obviously further contact through the lap then that initially then brought out the full safety car.
Well, sometimes if you actually keep an eye on it, it does call safety car immediately, but just shows you the FD for whatever reason.
So 18 in, 5 laps in, we've already lost 2 cars. 2 cars have visited Wolves as well. It's not like they've gone into the pits and called it a day early. No, they have died. That's why they're out.
No one's still showing a fuel. Like I was wondering if anyone had even underfueled further than this point.
That would be bold at that
no
point.
One has.
I would respect the shit out if they tried to do that. We go to early position changes while we're still going the safety car. Just to have a look. So Kurbo maintaining his lead. The only one in the whole grid that has stayed in the same position. Biggest winners, we've got Manic Panics up 8 positions and Chesney up 10. Obviously started at the back due to his quali ban. He's made it up to the halfway point of the pack. Same with Jono, who's followed him through. So he's gone from 18 up to 11. And that's with these guys have both had pit stops as well. It's worth bearing in mind that these guys have already had a pit stop. Whether they probably won't be able to get to the ends on these tyres, but it's at least a tyre change out the way compared to the guys at the front that are still on the tyres from the start. So some slight edge over them. So something worth noting. Biggest losers, obviously, we've got Golf Star down 5, and then the cars at the back. We've got K1, who went round on lap 1, and then has never really been able to get back up there at the current stage of the race. Marinov down 7 as well, who's in the pits, same with Cyril. So plenty left to happen. We've got 20 laps left, so everything can change from what it is now.
Yeah, so there's been a report already submitted from Dom, and there's nothing you can do about it. He tries to move across to the left to avoid someone who's already gone in the wall. Who was it? So it's the Haas rejoining with them struggling, and as he tries to go around them, he then seems to come together with the McLaren, maybe? I mean, I'll take a proper look after, but...
Yeah, I'll give it...
nothing he could have done, though.
The safety car in, based on the gap that Kurbo's gaining, I'm imagining the safety car is in. I'll quickly watch
Yeah, it's gone from the top left corner, so...
I'll watch what's happened. Oh yes, he's just tried to go around, and I mean it'd be very interesting to see Sean's POV of that behind, but considering he's already lagged that a couple of times, I can't imagine him having POV of the incident, unfortunately. So
He
One
might
of
be
those ones.
streaming though, so that might save him. Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to the actual racing though. Kurabod leading the way yet again. Paul now directly behind him on this restart. Dom saying it wasn't his fault. No, it's not your fault. When does Kurabod go this time? He obviously went around this stage last time. No movements, and he's gone early again.
He's not had much of a gap built though here. He's going to be immediately on there. It's just that the rest get away cleanly for him to be able to do anything.
Yeah, it looks to keep it. We've got a move behind there. Alfa Romeo trying to get stuck involved. Yeah.
One, and I think everyone's managed it.
Oh, and Chesney's just rear-ended Leon Blisk. He might be dead. Oh, he's flipped. That was bad from Chesney. I can't lie. I've just caught him in 4K. Just ping him. Leon Blisk completely the other way. Is he missing any of his wing?
He's got front wing. Yeah, end plate damage. Right,
honestly, I'm amazed that Leon Blisk is still in this race because his car literally did a somersault when it hit the wall. But back to the order we go to see if there's anything going up near the top. We got Paul right on the back of Kurabod. Troy trying to get stuck in. All that work for Leon. He obviously said he made movements up the field off the start to then get hit down again, and look, he was Troy very close to the wall there, full commitment.
Golf start just got through on Chesney. Quite a bold move into the right hand of the fourth half.
Yeah, don't usually
see yellow flag somewhere.
Got Leon, he's dead at Castle. He's in the wall. Luckily he's going to go for a teammate coming through, but
Alfa Romeo's before that. I think Jono also had a moment and lost a couple of positions in that caused it, and Leon.
Yeah, George, T George was sideways through Castle, parked up, missing his wing.
K1's gone into the wall as well. I don't know if he took damage from that, but no, he's fine.
I wonder if Chesney's going to pit. Doesn't look like he's got any damage, but he did give.
Chesney has damage.
Gave
definitely has.
Yeah, and he's caught his wall, caught the wall.
Marinov as well.
Where's Marinov gone?
Marinov been collected by him? Oh, has Marinov done the same thing?
I think he's done the exact same thing. Oh my god. 2 cars getting claimed, but this is the one thing. It's a known issue with that wall, but at the same time, that wall shouldn't react like it does. It's very weird, isn't it, in the fact that it grabs the tyre and it just rips it off. We've seen many collisions there. I think we saw 3.
I guess the problem is that you're going around that corner. It must be talking like
180. I'd say maybe a bit more.
Yeah.
So I guess
a lot of people take it as the opportunity to pit as well.
Yeah. Quickly flick through the pit lanes just to try and catch them in 4K, cutting the line. Anyone fancy it?
So it's ideal for Leon Bliss then, so he's going to be able to get his wing change done and then catch up with the rest of the pack.
The one concern I would have is, does he have rear wing damage? Same with T George. Obviously T George was sideways through Castle, so for his sake I'll hope that he hasn't picked up any damage and that the Alfa Romeos can move upwards from here. So something to bear in mind for the rest of the race, these guys moving up. But a pain. I mean, it's not very often that you have a race like this where you look at the leaderboard tower and you've got 4 cars and they're all out. To 8 laps in and they're all out because of on-track crashes. Usually it's a nearly head loss, someone retiring in the pits. To have 4 cars literally out because of full-on collisions with walls and tyres losing, it's one of these tracks that it just happens, doesn't it?
But I guess equally, it's like what we've been saying all week. You're expecting these instances, you're expecting safety cars. So if you get involved in some, like Leon Bliss, I mean, it would have been very easy for him to chuck it in the pit to retire. But immediately, before he's even actually got his wing change done.
Safety car ready, back into the mix, so... Oh, Leon Bliss has no rear damage, okay, so that's good. So he's back in it. It's painful for him to be at the back, but he's alive and he's back in the action, so... Only upwards from him.
Kurabod's gone into the pits, because this is obviously leaders missed it as a way through.
Okay.
So all of them other than Troy are following him in.
It's a hard zone for the end. I mean, the hards could get to the end. It's a stretch, but I think if there's more safety car running, it's going to be an interesting one because it might get to the stage where they then bail onto the softs towards the end, or it depends on their allocation. They might then go back to the mediums, but yeah, Kurabod then goes onto the hards, which you got 17 laps. I'll go to tyres and we can have a little flick through and see. So yeah, so Pool as well. put in the chat up at some point as well. Put if your name's Pool or Pole as your branding. But look at we've got a couple of soft guys going in. You got five drivers on track that are committing to the soft switch. I honestly I don't know what to think about this track. I mean, off the restart, the softs will be very promising, but a soft from here.
The problem you're going to have, yeah, you might get the safety cars again, but it's very much so. If this one goes in and similar to what we've literally had, where you haven't even got a full lap of racing action, before you know it, your softs have, hit
4 laps old.
15%.
Yeah. I mean, if there's no more safety cars from this point forward, it's not Paul, it's Paul. Okay, that's fine. We'll call you Paul. But yeah, it's interesting looking at the softs though, because yeah, just say there's no more safety cars from this point. The hards could get to the end. The softs obviously can't. Mediums can't. So, are the softs in a better position there? How do you think 2 stops against 1 on the hards? I don't know. You know, you've got 4 very capable drivers in that pack, nose to tail, all on the softs. Cecil says mediums can get to the end.
So I wonder if Manic Panics has had something to do with Marinov's DNF as well, because he's put in saying he didn't have a wing, and he's apologising that he had to take it so slow. So I wonder if Marinov
broke through there
him rather than go in the wall or something.
Mate, yeah, very possible. We'll have to again keep an eye on tickets. Let's see, we've already got 2 coming in so far. But that's the thing, it might be one of these tickets where, one of these races I think, where it's mainly driver, it's self-inflicted because of wall contacts in that sense, where obviously we've already seen a couple of collisions that might be able to get thrown into a ticket, but for the most part I think many of the collisions would be based off, a driver clipping a wall, like turn 3, ripping your tyre off, going through castle, putting it in the wall yourself, or as we just saw from Nepatai, just run wide on the corner and before you know it, your tyre's gone. So
so Cyril's just gone in now for a set of softs.
So he's committing to the straight. To be fair, no real time loss, I suppose. It's considering that all sort of the pack close back together. I think he's obviously seen that he's obviously decided that the sacrifice to track position is minimal compared to the impact he can have on the softs. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what strategy I would go for here. I don't know if I'm liking the idea of 2 softs now in a row, because you're then relying on no safety car running, really. Any more safety cars, and you're just extending... Yeah, sure, you're extending the soft life, but you're using up that initial bite off the tyre that you want.
But I don't blame anyone planning a medium soft, though, at the same time. Like, I can see why people want to pit off their tyres here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's what I mean.
You're not even hit the point where people have got to warm tyres yet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's... In this stage, I think I would have rather gone onto the mediums than committed straight for the softs. I guess it depends how many people have got, more softs to use later on in the race. If these people have used up their only softs at this stage, I think that's a bit stinky.
Oh yeah, you definitely want to set a softs in case of a late...
Towards it, yeah. If you've got a safety car 4 laps from the end or something, and you've not got a spare set of softs, then that's on you. Chip in the chat says, how is it only lap 10? Honestly, yeah, I agree. It's that's actually worth noting. We're usually done in 16 minutes. The session is usually finishing at 15 the hour.
I think we were late 15 minutes as well.
A bit later, yeah, that's true. So obviously how many we had 2 safety cars already, 1 VSC. Sounds about right.
Well, I want to say it was 3 safety cars, wasn't it?
1 lap 1.
And then
the VSC turned into a safety car, and then this was a full safety car. Yeah, you're right.
Not ideal timing. It lets me shut the tier 1 check-in.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, we'll have a quick look. Give people a heads up what's to come. So you've only got 1 declined in tier 1 coming up in an hour. Obviously, Il Return of Del Cree is missing out because of a race ban, so that Alpine seat will remain empty. But we will have a reserve in for Aston Martin, which will be the I guess it depends who you ask, but the highly anticipated return of F1 Kid to the grid. He was sent to the gulag with Sethloy, but the man is back. The man is back to do some on-track action again, so we can see if he gets on.
I'm not sure what Phil's doing. Phil's back into the pits again.
For another set of
softs again.
So he just wants this. So he just wants that
got
initial...
the wrong time.
Oh, what he thought it was an hour later. Oh. So yeah, I guess this is the issue with people that maybe aren't in the UK and aren't aware of the clock change. Obviously, the check-in for you will be it's regional specific, so the check-in time is correct for you, or it should be.
So Jono said Cyril's slowing on purpose, but it's more so it was a needless pit stop, to be honest, that one. I don't get why.
Perhaps.
Because he's not done a wing change on either, whether or not he's meant to tick it to change his wing, but surely you don't do it 2 in a row.
No, if you do, then that's just that's just a pure fumble, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely going to catch up with the pack though this time.
Yeah, so safety car will be in finally. 15 laps of racing to finish things off, but I mean, hopefully we've already had 3 safety cars. You'd expect there to be maybe I don't want actually predicting them out because then I'll just get it wrong and there'll be another 4 safety cars or something.
Well, we're meant to only have a maximum of 2 more if 5 is the actual limit. So yeah, it's in this lap.
If the game is correct, yes. Which are we believing that? I'm not sure.
The only other race I did here did get to 5 within the first half and then stopped. So
oh dear.
I don't mean to scare anyone. But
it might be for a long night, lads. Just to give everyone a heads up. So it's Troy leading the safety car restart this time, but he's on 10 lap old medium, so he's obviously committing to his initial strategy, which honestly isn't that bad of an idea, considering the chaos happening around him. You just keep firm and do what you want to do.
So instead of asking the question, do we see... Oh, hang on, I'll get going. I'll come back.
Gone early, and he's caught Golfstar slightly. Look at the gap then back to Chesney. I wonder if there's a bit of team games going on here. I wonder if that's some Alpine strategy to slightly back up the pack. Because Chesney's got 3 cars directly behind him now, all fighting for that position. Got Kookaburra slightly offline there, going down into turn 2. Ooh, slightly wide there between Paul and AJ. So Kurbo's getting a move done on Chesney then. Have we got a move for the lead as well? Golfstar then goes into the lead. Past Troy on the older medium tyres. Golfstar still on older mediums as well. Obviously he had to make that early pit stop with his damage, but...
I suppose this just gets you out the danger zone though, staying out.
Yeah, that's...
Hope at top, you know, we've seen like Kurobo's got away cleanly every single time, of course.
Oh, and Aston Martin went deep in the background there. I think that was Cheetah Doozy just avoiding the wall. And he's been out by K1 as a result of that. Oh, K1 going for a move. Down into turn 6. Thinks better of it, backs out of that move on Banana's got VSC behind. Who's hit the wall then? Surely someone's missing a wing.
Leon Bliss. Oh, no.
Surely someone... Why have we got a VSC? Someone must have got damage for it to happen. It's an Alpine. Someone in the chat saying an Alpine is damaged. Is it Troy? Troy's dropped to 4th.
Yeah, Troy's not got a wing.
So Troy's died at Castle, yeah.
This is horrible for him staying out because it's only caused the VSC, so he's going to have to pit and...
Yeah, and he's then going to have to... Yeah. So his strategy of staying out is completely blown up in his face. And it's green
and
running
before... green already, yeah.
I mean, he's going to have to get... I mean, we'll go on board with him, just hope he doesn't die. Nice and easy, yeah. He's learned from Tier 3 yesterday. As he is, Alfa Romeo's team principal as well. This man, he's got a side job. Yeah, in the pits he goes. I'm assuming it's just hard now to the end for Troy, but killer blow for him.
Not put it in the wall.
But that's opened the gap up for Golfstar at the front though. Obviously he is on 8 lap old mediums compared to fresher hards behind that can go to the end. So whether these mediums can't get to the end.
Of course, my mechanic was only reserved, but willing to go and battle it out with his teammate.
No team orders.
Around the first 2 corners. Still closing in from behind though.
Tibbo is in. I thought he was still ghosted, but Tibbo is in the session. Just getting overtaken there by Leon Bliss. Oh, he's been rear-ended slightly. Keeps it out of the wall though. Flick through. Look at this. The Haas scrap. Both getting stuck in with Cyril.
Yeah, getting involved as well. Yeah, it's been a very good scrap, and they kept it clean so far.
Big curb from Cyril there.
I don't think any of them really kept it clean for that section though, and took advantage.
Again, very congested up ahead. But Jonna nearly finds... No, that's Kookaburra nearly in the wall. So we're on board with Jonna then going through caster section. Yeah, Paul then makes the move on Chesney. Chesney must have had a bad exit because he's got Kookaburra right up his gate. Oh, he's made contact with the back of him. He's put in the ward. He's still alive. I don't know if he's had slight damage.
Yes.
And Banana's just put Jono in the wall as well. Banana missed his breaking point and Jono's gone into the wall, so I think that's damage for Jono as well. So that's Chesney and Jono both did damage. So they had a quali ban, and I think we're about to see them both go to the back again. Because I imagine they're both in the pits, I can't lie. Yeah, through goes Banana.
Now for a mayor back here, is this George? I need another view of it, but I think he's missing his front wing.
Everyone's dying. Okay, so yeah, John is in the pits.
Out at the back. Turbo Snail's done it in the final corner. He's gone down carrying too much pace.
No safety car though.
Damage.
Safety car is not respected him at all.
Speeding in the pit lane, Manic Panic 5 seconds away.
So we've got 4 cars in the pits. Chesney is in. After getting punted from behind. He had a slight moment and he just had his face sealed, little tag sent him into the wall.
I'm not too sure why Manic Panics is pitted here. This isn't for a wing change. So I saw him catch the wall slightly in casting. I didn't see him winging off.
I wonder if he's just unless he's just failed to flick it around.
Yeah.
So the closest battle we've got up front then is Pool trying to keep tabs on Kookaburra, but it's worth bearing in mind Kookaburra is on the
AJ Waldo as well.
Yeah, this is a little scrap happening. So we've got a couple of scraps still happening. Obviously we've got the cars at the back then who've just pitted, so we've got Jono and Chesney right next to each other both on, but look at that different strategy there then. So Jono decided to go on softs, but 12 laps on softs? I don't know if that goes, considering mediums only last 14 before the game recommends you to come in. Chesney probably choosing the better tyre to get to the end just comfortably by going hard, so... But we might have a move for the lead here. I'm looking at Kurbold, still got plenty of his battery left as well.
He's draining it, and Golfstar's not using any at the moment, although, well, Kurbold stopped for the second. Yeah, I think he's going to get moved on.
Yeah, I imagine so. Obviously, DRS is activated for this lap, so we will get DRS.
He's easy, can have it done.
Yeah. No even need for DRS really, is it? For ERS, straight through, set the fastest time, but whether or not Kookaburra then set the fastest, he is on the softs to be fair, but nicking that fastest lap again straight away. The DC engineer on tyres said that tyres are possible, but you will die on those softs. So it's one of these ones that I guess the softs will get to the end, but what kind of degradation are we talking about at the end? Crazy, surely. I think in terms of the people that are on the right tyres, if we've got no safety cars, you'd expect it to be Pool and Kurvold in terms of this front fight, down to then Troy and Leon Bliskin, the outskirts of the points that are on the right tyre. Obviously Troy's 12 seconds behind that top 10 though, so a bit of a shame for him, but softs will probably have to pit ahead of him, so...
It's the longest green running though we've had throughout this whole race. So
yeah.
Something else interesting, the field getting slightly more spread out to, who's going to be the next one who goes out, and would it even call a safety car at this point if the field's so spread out? So we saw Turbo Snail go out and it didn't cause anything.
Cheated Doozy very close to the walls there through car, so I know everyone's going to be close to the wall, but it didn't look like the man was going to survive there. What else have we got? Troy coming around, he's got Manic Panics relatively close to him behind, just 1.4 seconds. Jono 1.7 seconds back from them again, but he is on softs.
I'm wondering if Pittsburgh's going to get through here into the DRS on Golfstar. I feel like they're slightly too far back. Yeah, he's being gapped if anything. So
we've got a breakaway really, haven't we? Top 4. Because then we've got that gap back to Banana 2.8, but he is on the softs, but again, they're slowly starting to tip over, I guess, aren't they? And yeah, Banana's in.
Banana's in, yeah.
So I wonder if he's going on to another set of softs here, because 10 lap old softs to the end.
I would say he's going to mediums, because he's not lasted those softs long at all.
Laps.
Yeah, mediums it is.
Yeah, so he's obviously not back in the mediums, the softs at all. We know that the mediums are comfortable to get to the end, so yeah, he's obviously choosing to get rid of those tyres as quickly as he can. It's Kurbold, not Kurbold. Oh, got a collision. No, Golfstar eases out of the way then of Kookaburra behind. We've got a move from Paul trying to go around the outside. Yeah, trying to sneak in. He was just trying to try a little cheeky one around the outside there. And choosing just to stay out now in this contact.
Yeah. So I think Goldstar must have made a big mistake in that because I cut away from that and he was almost a second clear.
Well, look, he's going for the move down here. Oh, there's bound to be contact. Oh, right, who blinks first?
Yeah, he's done the sensible thing. The
Yeah.
pulled out there.
Makes sense. You know, at the end of the day, these guys are. It's worth bearing in mind that these guys are 3 and 4. So it's one of these ones. You know, you've got 10 laps left. Just try and survive and just fight it out at a later stage. If you want to commit later in the race and go through this side by side, that 26, go for it. But for now, just focus on keeping out of the barriers and just do your thing. What else?
I think Goldstar's really struggling here. He seems to be catching up on the curve and making few contacts with the balls, but
I mean, those mediums
no
now, they'll get into that point, you know, give it. Realistically, he could, at any point from now, he could come off these tyres. You know, 11 laps on the mediums. It's whether he then chooses to do something. Yeah, it goes for the move. Through goes Poole on the hard tyres.
yeah, he's got it done easy this time, hasn't he?
Constella's asking for gap to leader, so I'm assuming that's for Jono. Yeah, Jono 20. These people that are pitted after that restart, 25 seconds off the front. Jono is catching. Jono's obviously caught Manic Panics and passed him, so now he's next up the order is Troy for him.
He's just got through Troy, Johnny. Or we say
On the straight,
Manic
yeah.
Panic's catching.
Yeah, no, yeah. So past Manic Panic, past Troy, so now he's 3.7 behind Banana, but obviously Banana just chucked those new set of boots on as well, so we see what the softs can do compared to that, but we know Banana's got pace as well.
Chief Doozy going out with Leon Bliss. It seems that I cut it just as the fight's ending and Leon Bliss gonna keep 7th.
For now. That's the one thing bearing in mind with Cheetah Doozy. He's obviously 8 laps gone already through his softs, so how much life has he got left in those? Again, Banana, what he pitted after 7 laps on the softs, didn't he? So, oh, he nearly goes deep into the wall there. But look at the gaps to the leader. It's very on edge, really. Oh, he goes deep again. 1 second is literally on the dot between the front 3, so...
Yeah, Kookaburra's got back into Kurabol's DRS. Kurabol was looking to be gone, and that was... He broke DRS for, I think, Goldstar, who was second at that point.
Yeah, he did.
Although he's on the soft Kookaburra, so Kookaburra surely hadn't got long left in this.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more laps, and then he'd start thinking about the pits, because for sure he's not going to do another 9 laps. That's a given. Kurabol deciding to maybe empty a bit of battery, whether he's got that straight line speed advantage over him, because he hasn't got DRS. It looked like he was going to sneak it, but Kookaburra does not get DRS down on that straight. It looked like he was just on the cusp, but no, he does not get it. Goldstar behind Poole does though. You've got to move then behind. Sean Cox leaves. Ooh, got this little brake check thing that Cheetah Doozy was doing, but yeah, Cheetah Doozy through on Leon Blisk. The pair choosing to switch. We'll follow this through again, as I imagine Leon's going to try and stay close to Cheetah Doozy through and just get him back immediately with his bit of DRS that he gets. Oh, he's geared up too early as well.
Got through on Chesney.
Oh yeah, on the main straight.
Oh, Chesney's had to take to the escape road. He almost went up the back of him.
Oh, it's a painful race back there, isn't it? He's had made a couple of mistakes, and I mean, unless there's something that happens in the last 8 laps that brings the safety car out, you'd imagine that, you know, T George and Chesney, that, you know, they're so far gone now. T George is in the pits for softs. Cyril's like that.
I like that.
Yeah, I was good to say. Cheetah Doozy goes very deep into turn 6 before the castle section. Goes deep again. The umbilicus is right on his gearbox. He goes deep again. Really struggling on these 9-lap-old softs. Leon, obviously 8 more laps. Oh, and he's been done by Banana. Banana's trying to get stuck in out of nowhere. This man's got involved.
That's close. And the Alpha Male coming in behind as well.
Yeah, that's just need to be sensible. Just survive, don't they? Because obviously Banana is on much fresher tyres, so he expects to kind of make light work of these boys, so he doesn't really want to get too feisty with them because it's an unnecessary risk that he's going to be taking. I mean, so Kookaburra from second place, he's in the pits. Same with Goldstar off those mediums. I'm assuming it's just softs again until the end. If I was Banana, I'd go to the right because, yeah, I imagine Cheetah Doozy's in the pits. Yeah, based on the line he's taking, imagine him, yeah, drops into the pits. But through goes Leon Bliss.
I was going to say, Leon Bliss comes flying for her.
Banana's sticking it in the inside though. side by side. Oh, we've had a just car go flying through. Jono went. I don't know what happened to Jono. Jono went crazily deep into turn 1. He's hit the wall. He's got no front wing. I don't know if he's been pinged from behind by Troy. But Jono's got no front wing.
Yeah. After the entire lap without a wing.
Yeah. Worth bearing in mind as well that obviously Azerbaijan is one of the longest tracks as well. So to have to do a whole lap around it is pure pain. It's one of these ones that, you know, if there's rain and there's a crossover and you've got to do the whole time with different tyres or no wing, it's a killer. So in amongst all this, Troy then is up to 8 after all the pit stops. 6 lap old hards. Golfstar then pitted onto new mediums down into 6. Just shows this gap to the leaders and stuff, doesn't it? That. So Kookaburra pitted onto new softs and he's still in 4th place. So this is the interesting point of the race now. You've got K1 still in the mediums as well, whether he can try and take these to the end. I'm interested to see the gap, to watch this gap lap by lap between Kookaburra and the top 3.
Yeah, John is losing more positions. He's struggling around with his wing.
Yeah. Golfstar's tucked up behind Leon Blisk as well, but Golfstar, you'd expect him just to keep it nice and tidy on the fresh mediums. Should be easy pickings for him down there straight on Leon Blisk. I'm assuming Leon Blisk, you know, he's trying to take these hards to the end. Only 6 more laps, so he'd be on 17 on the hard, so it's not too bad in terms of the expected wear on the hards. More of a usual stint, really. Bit of a battery drain from Golfstar. I don't think he really needed to because he's got the DRS, although
they're very side by side.
Yeah. He must be running some crazy high speed, must Leon Bliss. Maybe that's why Cheetah Doozy was having so many problems getting past him as well. Manic Panics is in the pits, off the mediums already. Only 5 laps done. Has he got damage?
I'll keep an eye, see if there's a wing change can happen.
I'll watch him go through. No, it doesn't look like it. Get rid of the penalty
though.
Yeah. At this point in the race, I don't know if that's necessary, really, isn't it? It's one of those ones you kind of look at and go, why would you do that? Except John in the pits. Oh, McLaren, the Mercedes head's gone deep. Cyril's in the wall, and he's cut across AJ Wild there. Slightly dangerous driving, you could say. Yeah, he did. He cut across him, so again, something that might be for the stewards later on.
Oh, Kookaburra's really got on the back of K1 here. I wonder if he's going to even do this before they get to the DRS.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh, you want to be careful around here though, because the apex does pinch.
Yeah.
And he's got rear wing damage.
Oh, that's painful for him.
Has he got? It didn't look like he hit his front wing, to be fair, so he might have got away with it.
He's not hit the front wing, but if he's got rear wing damage though, I mean, around a track like that, it could be worse.
To be fair, it's not that bad. I think there's not that many high-speed track corners that you would necessarily depend on it. So it might not be the end of the world. I mean, even through the sector 3, it's not. You don't have to put that much commitment into it. So Banana's then flying through K1. Is K1 going to pit? No, it's just he does. K1 pits then. Bit unusual.
I wonder if K1 got damage from this.
I don't think he. I think he might just be going for the softs, you know.
I don't think so, but
it looked like.
I wonder if he made slight contact with the wall after it all.
Yeah, we'll watch him in the pits as he does it. It doesn't look like he does it. No.
No, it's tough.
It just makes it even more painful than for Kookaburra that he could have. All he had to do was just sit behind him for one more sector, and he was out of the way regardless. I mean, to be fair, Kookaburra's not lost that much time. I mean, he's on track. He's quite lucky. Kind of just did the 360. He's only lost really 3 seconds because he was ahead of Banana at the time of the incident as well. So
in all of this though, so Banana's got to 2-3, and the thing about that would make him the current championship leader.
Yeah. Obviously, win last time out post race penalties as well. So because you look down to it, Jono, one of these people that you'd expect to be in the mix. Instant race again for Jono. Obviously, nothing ticket worthy really. I don't say it's just more in terms of visits to the barriers, but he's very close to the wall there. Just as I'm on board with him. But 13th for Jono. And you think how close it was though. Jono at one point was with Banana after he pitted, so that secondary pit stop that he's had to make has thrown him completely out of the position. He could be in the top 5 right now if he kept that together. And just cut to K1 to watch this. As K1 looks like he's trying to get a move done on AJ Wild coming down into sector 3. Obviously he's on brand new softs, compared to AJ on 5-lap old hard. So they're still relatively new, but I guess just in terms of the hardness of the compound, it's should be easy work again from K1 on AJ. Getting very close through the S's. I wonder, he's been in a bit of arrested. Oh, there's a bit of a squeeze. Oof. That looked like death. Worth keeping a note on that fight as well for the podium. Kookaburra already closed up on the back
Yeah,
of
I was
the
going to say, I don't know what the gap was after his spin, but it's
over 2 seconds.
Same with Gold Stars, one I'm pretty sure. I don't remember Gold Star being this close to him at all.
So, I mean, in terms of the fight for the lead, I think it's these two up front, whether they change. I can't see them losing 10 seconds to the chasing trio behind. I mean, Banana, Kookaburra, Gold Star, I can kind of see it. Yeah.
The only thing to stop Pure Bold is if he puts it in the wall or if he gets a 3-second penalty.
Cheated use, he's just put Cyril in the wall. Missed his breaking point yet. Through goes K1. K1's going for a move up the inside of Cyril. Trying a little switchback perhaps. No, contact between the pair. Bit of lag as well for good measure.
So Troy's right in the back of Leon Bliss, but I think Leon Bliss must be running really low wings like you said, and everyone's struggling to get
Yeah, it's a weird one because I guess people don't really know when to pass him, because if you go past him down the main straight, he's just going to get back to you down into turn 3. So it's how much people can. K1 makes the move done, but again, has he done it at the wrong time? I know he's got the tire advantage, but all Cyril has to do is stay close through the end of sector 2 going into sector 3. We've got yellow flag.
Oh, there's now
T George.
T George. I think he's caught the wall on the entry off to the right, unless I just cut him as we finish reversing at the escape road.
Oh, K1's done good to gap. I don't know what's happened to Cyril there, but K1's gapped him. So Cyril's then going to lose a place to Cheetah Doozy as well by the looks of things. But look, they gaining massive. They were nearly 2 seconds behind K1. Doesn't do anything stupid. Yeah. Nearly catches the wall.
When they actually got into the corner, they were no, go for it. But I did wonder. Oh, I've just got the story. He's making contact with the back of Leon Bliss.
No ERS left as well.
Even with DRS, and like you say, that'll be DRS, but Leon Bliss is keeping the gap, though. He's gone for the dive.
Oh, they have gone into the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are falling right back into this grab. Like Leon Bliss is on 15-lap hold hards, taking them 4 more laps until the end. But you've got K1 and Cheetah Doozy behind on brand new softs. You'd expect both this pair. I mean, even before the end of this lap, before they get through, it's just whether they can create that gap needed, because we all know that Leon Bliss gets straight on speed is ridiculous. So, look, they're just losing so much time, aren't they? I've just had a quick look at
this as well. I've just noticed the gap to the leaders come down almost a second. So you might have a battle on right at the end.
Perhaps, yeah. Obviously, the gap's come down 1 second as well between. Oh, just quickly cut to K1, who makes that move stick on Leon Bliss. But again, it's something to bear in mind going down that main straight. Can they? Can he keep tabs with him and then just breeze past him because of his straight line speed? Golf Star as well, keeping tabs with Kookaburra in P4. But yeah, this gap to the lead there. What's the ERS situation? To be fair, Kookaburra is sitting quite comfortable in terms of his battery in comparison to Pools.
I think also he managed to gap a couple of attempts on the straight there, so he's certainly running a lower downforce setup. You're making tough to pass. But
here comes Leon Bliss.
Lap, though, we could see them in DRS range.
That's ridiculous from Leon Bliss. So they both K1 ahead had DRS as well on Troy, and he was still rapidly catching it. We've got a car around behind. Cheetah Doozy's round and he's reset to track. That's worth. I'll quickly note that down. That's a shame because he was making good progress behind K1 as well on the softs. Yeah, through goes K1 then. K1 get past Troy using these softs to good measure. And look at the gaps again up front. Pool's really pushing it behind
because he was in DRS for that bit, and if he's running quite a bit high downforce, that was a key moment there, because you would imagine if he had the high downforce he was going to make the gap for Gap.
Yeah, slowly lost a bit of time. It's all about this corner. A bit slow on exit.
Yeah,
he's lost the 10th. Yeah, it's going to be a last lap kind of thing if he wants it. I mean, Oh, he put a wheel spin on the exit. And we've got a yellow flag.
Oh, Cheetah
Cheetah's
yeah.
out. Where has he got? Has he gone in the wall at Castle?
Oh, he's hit his corner beforehand.
I wonder if he's been put in the wall there, or if he's just gone deep. But through goes Jono. On the he's on the precipice of points, but he's not going to get there. He's 8.8 seconds behind, so I don't think it's likely that he's going to fashion his way into the top 10. Any points coming for his way.
It's been a good race once it's settled down. Obviously it took quite a bit going for the safety cars, but it's been a lot of on-track action.
Yeah, in terms of pure scraps once we've been green flag, yeah, it's been good.
I wonder if Goldstar's going to get moved on here on Kookaburra. He's closed up a few temps and now got the RF leading him into turn 3. Yeah, here we go. Straight through. Kookaburra flashing as well.
Yeah, before the corner as well. So again, it's just how much, it's probably hit that edge of the tyres, isn't it? The softs have started to get over that window, the 6 laps onwards, where they lose that initial impact and they're starting to just settle down at equal compared to the mediums. Obviously, both got 6 laps on their tyres, and it looks like at the moment that Goldstar one has the pace advantage over Kookaburra, and then the tyres as well, just for added advantage.
So it's Paul's debut today, isn't it? So it looks like he's going to end up bringing it P2 because he's dropped quite a bit back from the pure ball.
Yeah. Very good first race though. He goes wide though. Both cars go wide. It'd be interesting just to have a look at people's penalties and stuff, because it's one of these tracks that realistically, coming out of Castles is one of the only corners that you can pick up a warning for. Maybe the right-handed before Castle.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's where I do it, cutting that too much.
Just how much commitment you show through that whole lap, really, isn't it?
But neither of them are close to a penalty. Yeah. Paul has a lap 1 warning, and you wonder if that's more of a collision thing, but that's actually it between the pair.
I don't know if Kookaburra's... He might be close enough to make a move here as well. It's whether he makes it now, whether he makes it going down into turn 3. What does he choose to do? I mean, he's going for it now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to go for it, but...
Dummies to the inside. Yeah, so Goldstar concedes for now.
So he's going to get DRS in this bit.
Kookaburra goes slightly deep. We might have a move as well behind with Cyril getting past Leon Blisk, and he does. Down the main straight, down into turn 1. Gets the move done. Oh, he's going to the line then. Goldstar wants to take this to the line. Which is a bold call. He's got a bit of VRS advantage, but this man wants to take it on the last dash to the line, doesn't he? Oh no.
Well, when I was keeping on board with him, he was using a bit of VRS, but yeah, he didn't end up going for it. So.
Yeah, no bold moves. And to be fair, I respect that. Nothing stupid on the last lap. He's realising, P3 or P4 debut race, I'll more than happily take that. So, a good showing regardless for the 2 new reserves in the top 5. Goldstar and Poole. But we'll cut to Kurabol just as he comes into sector 3. Worth bearing in mind that after Banana had his P1 reinstated last week, it was 12 on the balance then. 12 different winners in Tier 2 in a row. We've got a yellow flag at the back. Is that AJ Well and Leon Blisk have had contact on the last lap, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, Kurbold yet to win a race as well, so he's coming down to the line. He's going to make it 13 from 13. What's one of these records in Tier 2? Don't ever get beaten. Kurbold wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, makes it 13 winners, different winners in a row. Poole on his debut finishes an impressive P2. Reserving for Williams. Whether he gets a full-time seat in the near-time future, we will see. And there goes Goldstar.
Yeah.
Drained all his 30% he had. Kookaburra just didn't have enough to hold him off. Goldstar again, debut in the league, reserving for AlphaTauri. What a race, gets P4. Gap then goes back to K1 and 6. Good race for him. Troy, P7 after a couple of contacts here and there. I think he'll take that on a 14-lap old stint of the Cyril 8. AJ Weil, first race in the Aston Martin, gets points. Leon Blisk reserving for Alfa Romeo gets 10th. Jono, painful race. One of these drivers we'd expect to be in a fight for the title, going away pointless again. And then the gap goes down to another driver that, in terms of the constructors, it'd be interesting to see how this mixes it up, because
it's not really a good day for Alpine, really.
The one thing that's going in Alpine's favour, they had a massive massive lead. I think they had a 30-point lead already coming into this race. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens there. Chesney crosses the line of 12 with the fastest lap attempt. Scummed it right at the end. Manic Panic's reserving, gets P13, and then we've got T George coming down behind. First race, another painful one. Baku, not the best first race to do. Lovely, we've got some spins across the line style. There we go. Yeah, painful race to start things off. Obviously, we've got Silverstone next week, so a much more straightforward race in terms of racing and just all-out racing rather than just a battle for survival. So plenty to bear in mind for next week.
I'd say it's quite a dominant victory in the end. I mean, you look at it, Kirill took pole, led pretty much every single safety car restart. The only time he dropped back was literally when he decided to pit for the hards.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, led pretty much the entire thing.
Easy. Only a late challenge from Poole really towards the end, but never really in doubt from Kirill. Pole in dominant fashion, and he's done. I mean, look at even in terms of fastest lap over Poole is closest compared to he had half a second on him as well. But yeah, there we go then. Kurabod wins his first race in HR, keeps the streak alive in Tier 2, going 13 different winners in a row. Impressive mentions from Poole and Goldstar, their first races in the league reserving for Williams and AlphaTauri respectively, getting second and fourth. Banana continues his good form from last week. Race winner last week. Now. Yeah. P3 this time, double podium. And here he goes in the lead of the title now. So we'll see what we can do next week. Cookborough again, unfortunate instant mid-race. Could have hoped for more after a spin. Obviously he was right with Banana, so he could have had that chance of a podium without their collision with K1, but he'll have to settle for fifth with K1 behind him. Troy 7th, AJ Wild, new Aston Martin driver, first race. In the points, Leon Bliss again. Oh no, I've just seen. So Cyril's glitched out, hasn't he? Cyril was in the points, but because he's left before the race standings have finished, it's glitched him outside the points, so that's something worth bearing in mind. That's Cyril. I'm pretty sure John was 11th, so Cyril won't be reinstated in wherever he finished. I think he was 8th, so do not fear, Cyril, you'll get your points. But lovely, yeah. Anyone that's that race there as well that wants to report something, you've got 24 hours to submit any footage, any tickets that you want to chuck in, any attacks you want to make on people. You've got 24 hours to do that before the stewards window closes, and then the official standards will come out. But yeah, Tier 1 done in, we'll be ready in around 30 minutes now, after slightly late ending to Tier 2 here. So onwards we go to Tier 1, Baku again, 19 racing. We've got the return of F1 kits, so it should be a good one. And then if you'll just stick around for Tier 2, check us out next week. We've got Silverstone next week. Is it sprinting? It's not a sprint in Tier 2, is it? It's a sprint
for us. I think the sprint week for them is the week after.
Yeah, so next week, sprint in the Tier 1 division, and then normal racing next week for Tier 2, before we've got a sprint in Monza for them. So plenty of good action coming up in terms of the tracks. But yeah, it's been me and the GOAT, Corona, and we'll see you next week.